Students and staff raising their voices on dozens of campuses and cities around the country. Those Stand Up for Science rallies happening in our nation's capital, as well as here in Vermont and in New Hampshire's Upper Valley, too.
The protesters are pushing for a restoration of federal scientific funds, the reinstatement of terminated employees, and the end to government interference. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Kiana Burks in for Darren.
And I'm Kat Villianzoni. Dartmouth College, one of the campuses in our region where rallies happen today.
Adam Sullivan spoke with a professor who is currently waiting on a grant from the National Science Foundation and a government contractor who has seen the effects of the cuts firsthand.
It was faculty members, not students, who gathered on the green here at Dartmouth College to make their voices heard.
Rallies like ours are taking place across the U.S. right now.
Brad Duchesne is a brain science professor at Dartmouth. He was among the 100 or so faculty members at the Ivy League school vocally objecting to federal funding freezes and potential cuts to scientific research.
They're destroying, decades of institutional knowledge and expertise.
Duchesne is currently waiting on a grant from the National Science Foundation to help treat people who have trouble with facial perception.
Absolutely critical. I mean, we'll have to greatly curtail what we do if we don't have federal funding.
Emotionally, what's going on is really, really bothering me. I have a niece who has been forced to retire from the EPA.
Jim Slinkman got his PhD at Dartmouth and is currently a contractor for NSF. I asked him if he believes the government could be more efficient, which the administration says is the goal of the sweeping cuts.
The government isn't perfect. Sure, there need to be change, but this is not the way you do it. This is like a guillotine. Line them up and cut their heads off.
Professors say car batteries, scans at the hospital, and chips for cell phones were all made possible by scientific research. They say cutting that not only hampers innovation, but could also bring entire industries to a screeching halt.
All this scientific research is critical for economic growth as well, because it sort of drives so many aspects of our economy.
And protesters here say it's not just about the science community. They say the environment, healthcare, and national security are all potentially on the chopping block if the cuts to science go through. Reporting from Hanover, New Hampshire, Adam Sullivan, Channel 3 News.
Adam, thank you. Meanwhile, in Burlington, more than 200 people took to the streets in and around the University of Vermont campus. They held up signs to support funding for research. Protesters chanted loudly about what they believe is the United States' problem of falling into conspiracy theories without evidence and reluctance to trust the facts.
People were just itching to do this. We've been kind of stewing under the pressure of NIH budget cuts for almost a month now. It's been tough. It's been really tough.
This comes after the university announced a 60-day hiring freeze amid federal funding uncertainty.